Welcome back to my channel. Just keep swimming. 1111. We're going to get into a divine feminine video. So if you are divine feminine, this is all about you. If you're cross watching, then it's about the one you love. All right, so let's take a look. We're going to use traditional tarot. I've been on a kick of using traditional tarot for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and stick with that and just see what's happening for you feminines. We're going to use tarot and oracle today, get some predictions for what's going to happen with you. But also let's kind of see who I'm talking about. So at first I'm going to get a good picture of who you are and what's going on. Hey guys, good to see you. It's been a rough day, Nicolette. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Just go back to bed and try again tomorrow. It's been a bad day. Just relax. Hey everybody. All right, so let's go ahead and get in. The first one for the feminine is the Ace of Wands. So a lot of new ideas, new beginnings. This is a new birth for you. You're really excited. This is something where you're just like, I have an idea. I have an idea. It's coming to me. I don't have it all figured out, but I've got an idea and I'm gonna implement it. I'm gonna use it in my daily life. This is my magic wand. I'm conjuring something up. I'm doing something. Then we've got the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So this is traveling over land. There's a place to worship, delays, some renowned glory, improvements are underway, but it's taking some time. All right, so you've got some ideas. You're seeing some small improvements in whatever it is you're fixing right now, but you're not seeing the big thing, you know, the big noticeable sign that it's working. It's just little signs right now. Two of Wands, you're going in the right direction. Five of Cups, you're kind of sad. There's been some money losses and it's okay. Not all is lost. There's also been some losses in love, but not all is lost. Happy times are on the horizon for you. Six of Swords, you are soon to travel, my friend, to smoother waters. Bottom of the deck, you feel a little bit frustrated and a little bit stuck right now with the Eight of Swords. Good job, Nog. I'm so proud of you.
Step win this game.
So I feel like your hardships are soon to come to an end. But it doesn't really help how you're feeling right now, does it? Feeling very Eight of Swords, very frustrated. Life couldn't be any worse. Steph, this is the worst. This is the most difficult situation. How do I get out of it? Am I ever going to get out of it? What is my fate here? I'm blind. I can't see. I feel stuck, frustrated, like I can't go anywhere. I can't do what I want to do. Like you're bound and gagged is what it says, but you're in the right direction. And I know you feel at a loss right now, but good times are on the horizon. I definitely feel there's going to be a new relationship or maybe a new spark in your relationship in a couple of weeks, okay? I'm serious. I know this is a prediction. In a couple of weeks, I think there's going to be a spark of joy, happiness, some lust, some love, some romance, something good coming into your life in a couple weeks. And God knows you need it because it's been kind of painful. It's been a little bit of a mess. Get ready for the new. I also just want to step out and say, I do see more travel in your future. I know it doesn't make sense when money is tight or you're working on creating money or you've got a lot going on, like when am I going to find time to travel? I don't know, but I'll tell you this, it's in your future. And there's definitely some travel near water in your near future. So the zodiac sign who I'm really dealing with today is a strong fire sign, feminine. All right? You're going to fall under an ascendant of Aries, Leo, or Sag. Some of you guys might be a sun sign of those. but you're really going to fall prominently in a rising ascendant sign fire. All right, that's who I'm really feeling in this video. As far as your moon signs, your moon energy, I really feel Scorpio and Cancerian for your moon. It doesn't have to be, but that's just what I'm feeling. And that's kind of the energy your moon feels like it's in. All right. Okay. So now that I got who I'm dealing with, good times are to come. Let's go ahead and dive into predictions. Let's start predicting love. And then we're going to get into money and then other things for you. But let's predict love. What's going to be happening with the feminines in love? Holy Spirit, please use these tarot cards to guide and direct me in the right direction for this video to reach the most people that need to hear this message. Two of Wands coming out again. Queen of Swords. Okay. Eight of Swords again. Two of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Oh my gosh, are we going to get all the queens today? Queen of Wands. Knight of Wands. Page of Swords. And the Strength. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. All right. You're going to have a strong, stable, long-lasting love life, whatever's coming up for you. I do feel you've been delayed for whatever reason, okay? There's been 3 major loves in your life. This is going to be one of your 3 major loves. This is not a new person. 1, 2, 3, 3 major loves. All right. And it's crazy because in your love life, there's been 1 major air sign. And there's been 1 major water sign. And there's been 1 major fire sign in your life. And it could fall under, you know, Sun, Jupiter, Venus, ascendant, moon. It doesn't have to be their birthday. I can't tell you guys how exhausting it is for you guys. And I know a lot of you are new and you're into this barely, you know, but it's very exhausting for me that a lot of people, and I'm not angry, but just it's frustrating, focus on a birthday. That is the sign they need to focus on. And that's the only sign. And if you call out a zodiac, it better match their birthday. And it's frustrating because that's not always the case. So, you know, and I always recommend you guys, please do your charts. Go ahead and look at your astrological charts. I recommend Vedic Sidereal, Lahiri Ayanamsha. Okay? Google that. Vault of the Heavens, Lahiri Ayanamsha. Do your chart and find out who your lovers are. Okay? But it's not always their birth sign. It could be. I'm not saying it's not ever. There are plenty of times where it is. It is their birthday. It is their birth sign. But I'm just here to tell you it's not always. Okay? That being said, you are on the fence about someone right now. You've been very direct with this person, but you're not getting anywhere with them. Oh, thank you, Allie. That is so nice of you. Markers, thank you so much for that. I was wearing my pink silk Venus robe that day. I usually take pictures like that on Friday because you guys should all be getting all Venetian on Friday. Feeling your best. I don't always look that put together, guys. Okay? That is when I'm glitzed and glammed. All right? That's when I've got the hair done, the freaking makeup on point, you know, freaking glowing. It's prime time. I don't always look like that, okay? But thank you very much for the compliments. Anyways, so you've been very direct with this person, but you know what the truth is? You're not getting very far. They've given you some kind of a brick wall. They're not letting you in. They don't want to hear what you have to say. They're not listening to you. They're not adhering to your advice. They're not being open at all. They're talking about my thumbnail on my video. I just started working with that new thumbnail program. I've been watching Sal. He's one of my favorite readers on Eat, Read, Love. And he has all these cute thumbnails with him in it. And I'm like, how does he get these thumbnails? Because you guys know, I'm not very tech savvy. So I'm like, well, there's got to be a thumbnail maker where I can put my image in there, because my thumbnail maker never let me before. It was like standard. You could bring images for the cover, but it cut it down to a specific size, and it didn't let, images in. So I was just hunting down a thumbnail maker, and there it was. A thumbnail maker where you could insert a photo and take out the background and do it just like Sal on Eat, Read, Love. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to use it. And I have to say, I rather like it. So I'll be doing more like when I actually take a photo. But today I'm not feeling my best. I'm sick. My hair's in a ponytail. I have no makeup on. I feel old today. So I was like, no, I'm not going to put the photo on today. But anyways, that was not that long ago. But anyways, let's get to it. So here we are, frustrated, aggravated. We're not getting anywhere with our DM for the divine feminine that I'm speaking to. And we're on the fence. We are back and forth to a pentacles. Should I continue to, pursue this person? Should I take a step back from this person? I don't know. What should I do? And you're kind of racking your brain over this. What should I do? Should I? Shouldn't I? And that's where you're at. Then you go into the Queen of Cups. And it's this, but I love him. Or, but I love her for some of you. Oh, my heart. I love this person. I'm crazy about this person. So you're in this back and forth tug of war of really wanting to pull back, and then a lot of times feeling inspired to continue to pursue. I do sense that you are pursuing. So you should be a little bit cautious with that one, because as a feminine, and I'm not sexist in any way, but I don't care if you're a man in a feminine energy, I'm going to tell you the same thing. If you are in a feminine energy, do not be the pursuer. That might be frustrating. There are occasions that you will sexually, perhaps. There are occasions, but it is not a general energy where you have a label and you are the pursuer. That should not be what it is. Occasionally, you can pursue your person, but it should not be a title or a label or a thing. But I see that can be an issue for you. So I do think you're going to take a step back. A lot of the reason you are a pursuer, for my feminine that I'm reading today, and I mentioned earlier, a fire sign feminine. You're the Queen of Wands, and you can't help it. You are a leader. You're an entrepreneur. You are a go-getter. You're determined. You're attractive. You're charismatic. You're very good at politics. You're very good at winning over a crowd. You're very good on stage. You're very good communicatively. You're good. And so for you, pursuit is no problem, because when you see something that you want, you sure go get it. So you're definitely, I can see how as a feminine it comes natural to text, to initiate, to call, to do magic, to do all these things, to conjure this person, to pursue. But what I do see in this reading for the fire sign here, for the femme, is let's back up. Let's back off. Page of Swords. We need to learn something else. We're missing something. And this is the energy of holding back as well with the Strength card. We are definitely going to hold back with Strength. And she's saying, this isn't working. What are you guys going to do about this? This person is being problematic, frustrating, not getting you the results you want. So, yeah, Strength card is saying, whoa, your horses, pull back. We have to reevaluate our battle plan here. That being said, what is the prediction? I believe and you may not want to hear this, but your person has something going on with their Venus. They might be ruled by Venus. They might have a Rahu in Venus. There's a lot of women around this person, male or female, a lot of women, okay? And they could be daughters. I see a daughter, possibly a son, an older son, a younger son. I could see 3 wives or 3 women. It could be a mom, a daughter, and a wife, and it could be sisters. Listen, I don't know. I mean, I guess my best guess in the tarot, if I didn't know you and you paid me to do a reading and I just had to tell you the truth, I would say 3 wives. And I don't mean all at once, but 3 wives have an imprint on this person. If you were paying me and that's what I had to say. In a general reading, with all of you watching me, there's a lot more options. It's not like I'm reading for just one single person. So I'm going to put those both out there for you. All right? So anyways, I see this person has a lot of influence, and there's a lot of juggling and back and forth between these ladies. And it's just, I'm frustrated. I'm on the fence. I don't know what I'm going to do. I do see the desire to reach out to you. And you're probably the Queen of Wands because you came in as a fire sign feminine. So you're probably the Queen of Wands here. I predict that this person is going to pursue you whenever you hold back, but they're not going to pursue you very hardcore. All right? They're not. It's not hot and heavy. It's quick, fast, in and out. They give you a little something and then they pull away. And this person may even have some Leo in their chart, which gives them a superiority. They are the king mentality. Let's go ahead and get some more predictions about this person you're dealing with. What is going to be said with that Page of Swords? Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have, I'm stubborn and flat out wrong. Okay, I'm crying so much over this. The grass isn't greener on the other side. And the karmic is finding out the truth bombs. So there could be a karmic involved. I wish I could avoid these readings altogether for you, but if I were to do that, I would be avoiding the truth, and you wouldn't be getting an honest tarot message. So if this is your reading, great. If it's not, that's fine. But this person is going to give you clues. There's no direct admittance of what's happening, but you are going to hear clues, bits and pieces of a story. Something to the tune of, I'm always doing this to myself, and I always end up in this situation. Or things aren't going very good for me right now. It's all my fault. I should have made a better decision. That's kind of what's going to be said about this with the bits and pieces. The bits and pieces about the crying so much over this is I've been so stressed out lately. I've had a hard time sleeping. I have to drive to just get away and think, to put my life together. I'm not feeling so great today. I'm feeling overwhelmed. Or karma sure is getting me. I don't like what's happening in my life right now. Things are not going very well. These are some of the clues that you're going to hear about I'm crying so much over this. All right? We're also going to hear things like, don't think it's all great where I'm at or what's going on. Don't assume my life is going great. You might hear that. That's a clue about the grass isn't greener. Don't assume that my life is so great. Don't assume. You're going to hear don't assume. You're also going to hear things are not going so great where I'm at. Life could be better. I'm having a hard time right now. It's not easy. You might just flat out hear I'm having a really hard time. And that's the grass isn't greener on the other side. These are the kinds of things you're going to hear with the Page of Swords. Just bits and pieces and clues about this admittance. And just so you know, you're not going to hear an admittance about the karmic finding out the truth, but all of that leads to this fact. The reason they're in troubled waters is because the karmic is finding out the truth about them. This is the love prediction. I am going to give you a prediction about your money and your family, okay? But this is just the love prediction. We have am I willing coming out, and what am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? All right. So willing and waiting. Are they willing to give up their current situation to go after what it is they want, which I know is you? And what are they waiting for? For you to make all the moves and prepare a way for them? These are the tough questions Spirit's putting on their shoulders and asking them, what are you going to do about this? So they are feeling the heat. They are feeling the pressure. What do we see coming up for the Divine Feminine with love? A compromise is coming up to the forefront. That's probably when you're going to get this conversation. The answer is yes. Ascending, Six of Swords. Yep. I want to get to smoother waters with you. I would like to compromise. I want to see you. I want to talk to you. I want things to be better between you and I. Devotion. Wow, I got goosebumps all over. Did you guys? We got the Union card. Expect a reunion with you and your DM. It's coming. It's very much on the horizon. I'd be surprised if you don't already see signs. This is all coming into the forefront. I know you're frustrated, Eight of Swords, right now in this connection because you're blind. And perhaps you don't have any clues, any signs that this is coming. But it's coming. I think if you use your intuition, you're going to sense it. This person is quickly going to jump into your life again and reach out to you. And it's like, Steph, they came back. We're talking. I got a text. I got a call. We're meeting up this weekend, whatever. In about 2 weeks, you're going to get this beautiful reconnection with your person. This is my only tiff with that. When they come in to do all of this and have a union with you, This is all because you've been working this out in 5D in the first place. But when they come out, there is going to be a pause. You're not going to get constant. There's going to be a holding back period as well. They're going to reach out, we're going to have a reunion, and then there's going to be a pause. What you do in that pause is going to make or break your connection. These are going to be the lessons that you've learned. Okay? So do you know how to handle not being the pursuer, not being the main texter, the main caller? How are you going to handle the lessons you've learned? Are you going to be okay pulling back and making them do the hunt, making them do the work, pursuing you? Are you going to be well versed in your candle magic skills, in your focusing on self skills to attain this relationship? So are you going to have the peace in your inner spirit to handle a non-constant pursuit? Because I will say with the fire sign feminines, you do like to feel constantly pursued. The lesson for you that's going to be the hardest is this. Sitting back and just letting it be, having peace, and not asking 1,000 questions at night because they didn't text you or they didn't call you. There doesn't need to be constant daily interaction. This is the big lesson here. For longevity, okay? I know we are used to that. We're used to getting that constant because when we're young and in love, that's how we first experienced young love, was the constant pursuit to attain it. But then the flame dies out and we can't keep it. If we want to keep that flame lit for years, we have to be okay in the pause. This is that longevity. This is where we've matured, and this is the compromise. I'm going to reach out to you, but it may not be daily. It might be every day for 4 or 5 days and then a 2-day break. That's okay. We need to be okay with that. We've ascended, I certainly hope, to a higher level. And we found inner strength and being able to be okay and still in a good energy when that happens. Do you guys think you have the strength to be okay when that happens? Markers, yeah, they leave you on red for 10 minutes and then flip out. Yeah, we have to be okay with that. Are we at a place, divine feminine fire signs? Are you at a place? Seriously, ask yourself, am I really at a place where I could stay on red and no reply? Am I really at a place where I could meet up with them and we could kiss and go on a movie date or whatever, and then I don't hear from them the next day or that night or the next morning? Like, am I okay with that? Make sure that you are, because that's the lesson in this reading for love and for your prediction. They are coming in. You are going to have this beautiful union. This is great. This is what you've been wanting. Okay? But it doesn't come without a little drama. It doesn't come with that, because the Knight of Wands is not Mr. Consistent, but he is Mr. Hot and Passionate. So you're going to get that rush of love and affection, that powerful, passionate person back in your life. And it's going to put you on fire, because you are fire. So you're going to be on point, and then they're going to pull back and you're going to have 1,000 questions. What did I do wrong? Is it me? Did I smell funny? Like, what happened? I don't know. Like, but this is the card of questions. Snoop Dogg, if you will, research. It could be obsessive. It could be checking their social medias, checking your phone every 5 minutes. What happened? Asking those questions. I want you to know in this reading, nothing happened. This is just kind of how they are. I'm not saying they're going to be like that if you marry them. Because obviously, when you live in the same household, you are going to see them every day. But until then, until that happens, this is how they are. Okay? And like I said, you might get a consistent 5 days, and they may pull back a couple days. Don't beat yourself up because of it. Let's get a confession about how this person feels. These are your DM's confessions. I got these on Etsy if you were wondering. I don't remember who. I wish people would put their names on here. Whenever I sell cards, I put my name. Well, I try to. You know, JKS1111. But my tarot does not have JKS, but it does have SS, which are my initials. But I wish I would have put JKS, but that was my first deck, and you know, what can I do? I can't go back and change that now. Okay, so let's see what your person wants to say. Holy Spirit, please guide and direct me with these confession cards. Show me what the masculine really wants to say to the feminine from their heart of hearts. Okay, whoops. Okay. Bottom of the deck, your voice is so sexy. I want to hear you tell me what you want me to do to you next. This might be a sign of the kind of person you're with. Have they ever asked you to talk to them and tell them what you want? Like for how do you say, like during intimacy? Like tell me it feels good. Tell me you want this and that. Maybe you're talking on the phone, getting kind of freaky long distance, and they say, tell me this, tell me that, tell me what you remember about me. Tell me about the last time you remember me with you. You know, if this is that person, there's something very seductive about your voice. And let me tell you what's interesting about this. That could very well mean they have a Venus in the second house. Boom. Well, it could be Venus in the second house or the third house. Okay? But I do think that they may even have a Venus and Mercury together. But let me tell you, that could be a very big clue on the astrological chart of who this is. That being said, this is something overall, underall, they really enjoy your voice. Let's see what else this person wants to tell you. Listen, sometimes I wonder if all of this that we have together, these feelings, these emotions, this relationship, is in my head. Sometimes I wonder if this connection is really as intense, or am I just exaggerating it? But I know deep down, I'm not exaggerating it. I know it's not all in my head. And I am trying to overcome my thoughts, my vices, my inner demons, my blocks, so I can give you all you truly deserve. So this person is a skeptic, a pessimist, and a skeptic. Always second guessing if you're really who you say you are, if you really feel how you say you feel, if you're not just trying to gain something on them. We also have, listen, I'm sorry for making your life uncomfortable with my in and out behavior, and that is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so your person is admitting, forthright, right here on the video, about being in and out of your life. And this person's heart is just like, I'm sorry that I'm acknowledging I've made your life uncomfortable. Who could feel comfortable with the Knight of Wands in and out? Okay, and this is just an apology. I'm not saying it's going to fix it, but I'm saying in this person's heart, it is, I'm sorry, because I know that I'm a problem. Next, I'm just not ready right now. I'm sorry. So you might be like, okay, that explains a lot. That explains why we're not engaged, getting married, living together. That explains why this person's not in my life in a big way, because they're just not ready. Why am I asking 1,000 questions, Page of Swords? Is it me? Is it me? Is it something I'm doing wrong? When it's not. It's not me, says the Divine Feminine. It's not. It's not my issues. They're not ready right now. If they were ready, we'd be together right now. So they're just not ready. And your person's admitting it, like, hey, this is the problem. I'm sorry I'm in and out. I'm sorry, I've got some intimacy issues over here. The truth is, I'm just not ready for this kind of a connection at the moment. That's at least honest. Next. I'm constantly seeing signs connected to you and me. These are going to be numbers. Look, I see 44 on the screen. Could be your life path numbers. Could be 1111. Could be a combination of numbers. It could be names, pictures, places, just all kinds of synchronicities, okay, that are signs about you being in their life. So that, in other words, it's a divine connection. Anyways, that is a confession from your person. I'm going to drink. Let's see what the prediction is for the outcome for, let's just say, the next 30 days. Because they are coming in. We're going to use the Whispers of Love. Hi, Robin. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for viewing me tonight. I hope you're having a good night, or at least a relaxing one. I don't know about you guys, but I've been extremely tired lately to the point where I'm like, what's wrong with me? Has anybody else been feeling really tired? I wonder if it's just some kind of a spiritual download, a spiritual energy that we're all feeling. I feel like it could be. Then again, maybe I'm just not feeling the best. My son is sick with the flu, so maybe, obviously, I've got symptoms, but I don't really, moms don't really, they don't get sick, right? And even if we are, we can't be sick. We're not allowed to do that. Robin Cooper, new to the channel, and yes, drained. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. It must be some kind of an energetical energy that we're all feeling. That made no sense. Energetical energy, that's just lovely, isn't it? Mercury retrograde at its finest. Okay. You know what's interesting? I don't know if you guys heard about it, but all the planets are going to be going direct on the 24th. Or they're like all aligned together is what I mean. Like they're all in a row. Like, so they're straightening out. And this is that really means it's a time to get serious and get responsible and tackle things. So I just thought I'd mention that. So maybe you've been resting because a lot's coming up. Okay, so now we're going to see the prediction. We have patience, new love, demonstrate love, and bottom of the deck, miracles and blessings. All right. So here's the prediction over the next 30 days. Love is patient, love is kind. Don't rush things. You are going to get waves of this person in your life. It's not going to be some consistent thing. Expect that. I'm here to predict it. Expect they are not going to be consistent. They've even admitted they're in and out and they're not consistent. So my apologies about that, but that's what's coming up with this person. We have new love. Embrace this new opportunity of love, which is them coming in. Okay, this is the new love. It's a new energy. It's a new insight. It's a new version of them. Remember, they're a snake too. They've just shed skin. So are you. Snakes are highly intuitive and very wise. It's okay to be the snake right now. This is the year of the dragon. So we're shedding skin monthly. So just know that there's going to be new versions of you unraveling, and it is with them as well. So your person's going to pop up back into your life and demonstrate love to you. So I know this person's going to show you they love you by kisses, holding hands, affections, calls, texts, and perhaps even some visits. But I do feel like that burst of love is going to come flying in through the window. That owl has been a messenger for weeks for us. Good news, surprises, coming out of nowhere like a white owl, okay? So I just know that this person's going to pop back into your life. This is going to feel a lot like a miracle and maybe even just a divine blessing. Well, it is. Everything has its gift, even your distance. I want you for at least 21 days to take some time to say thank you to the universe for all the distance. Excuse me, the stupid sinuses. I got to go get some more Sudafed. Let me get a drink. So anyways, I want you to be thankful for everything for 21 days. I just got this instant download, and I'm hearing you must touch the walls of your house and say thank you. You must get down on your knees and thank the universe for everything, even the distance, the separation, the silence, because there was a gift to you in that silence. Thank you for that. I want you to also get some kind of a, I don't know a better word right now because of Mercury retrograde, but some kind of a mantra, a slogan, if you will, something that you could write down on your mirror or on your phone as a screensaver or on a sticky note, something to the effect of everything that I've always wanted is on its way to me right now. And at any moment, I'm going to be blessed beyond my wildest dreams. Everything's falling into place. I'm expecting awesomeness at any moment. At any moment, my life is going to be everything I wanted it to be and more. Somehow change it to your own private words, but something to that effect, because I really want you to call that in. Don't forget the 2-cup method that we've talked about. Get an empty glass, write down your reality on it, everything that's going on. Okay. Perhaps you might want to write down what you're making monthly. You might want to write down your marital status, your single status, whatever. You may want to write down your weight. Okay. You may want to write down wherever you're at emotionally on your glass with a dry erase marker. Okay. And then on another glass, fill it up with water, preferably wonderful water, but water. And write down on that glass and speak life into that glass of everything you want your life to be. Write down on that glass the weight you want to be, the house you want to, well, maybe not the house, but if you have an address in mind, an address, but the money you want to have yearly, monthly, whatever it is, the money you need coming in, whatever. Happiness, write down happiness, in love, freedom, the ability to travel, joy. All my bills are paid. All the peace I could ever have is right here in this glass. And I want you to just hold that glass and speak it into that glass and tell the water as if it's a living thing, because it is. Water is a living thing. And you're going to speak to that water and say, this is my life. This is the life and another paradigm that I know is for me, and it exists. And I'm calling this life into my life now. And then I want you to pour that reality into your empty cup and say, now my life is filled with everything I've ever wanted. And just drink. If you feel better before you drink, just erase the other stuff that you wrote on that cup, but leave it on there when you pour the water in, because the water knows what it's taking out. Okay? And then drink it. I don't know, that's just what I feel we should do at this time. There's different methods for the 2-cup method. I just feel like that one might work better right now. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you. This is your prediction with love, so expect them to come back into your life. All right, especially if it's fire sign related. Okay? All right. So now we're going to get into what is your prediction for finances, for money? We all want to know what's going on with money, all of us. I don't know any of us who doesn't want to know what the prediction could be for money. Holy Spirit, please guide and direct me with these oracle cards. Show me what is going to be predictable here for finances, for the divine feminine energy. Show me the money. So bottom of the deck, I have the Moon Witch. So there's something to be predictable by the next full moon. This is also, pay attention to the cycles of the moon. You know, feminine, we are so highly affected with the magic of the moon. When you start living your life as a feminine based on the moon's cycles, you're going to be so much more better off. Do you know, and this is for females, so I know there are some males out here that resonate in feminine energy, but biologically it is different. For the females, did you know that you need at least 12 hours of sleep, where men may only thrive on 6 to 8? 10 to 12 is your minimum. Men will thrive on 6 to 8. It's very different. And women will create a lot more cortisol if they don't get that kind of sleep. So they may be up and popping and you want to stay in tune with your man, but you have a very different cycle. Men also can go for 30 full days. They can keep a consistent energetical schedule with the same momentum, working out, getting up, working a job, working hard. They keep determination and momentum consistently. They have a very strong nature. They're more connected with the earth and the sun, very consistent. That is a man thing. It is biological. It's a man thing. So think of the sun. It rises every single day and it is consistent and it is the same and it does not change. Men really get represented by the power of the sun. They are the giver of energy and they are teachers. We don't all like to hear that, but that is the truth. Anyways, the females here, we're very different. We are in cycles like the moon. Sometimes we are full. We could be waning. We could be waxing. We're moving with the energy of the moon. And there's going to be those 2 weeks out of the month where you're going to be a lot more tired than normal. And there is going to be 2 weeks out of the month where you're going to crave sugars or sweets or carbs because your body is building something up inside of it. It's going with the flow of the moon. You're going to be more thirsty. You're going to crave more sugars, more carbs. The other 2 weeks, you could fast. You could be all proteins. You could be high energy. There's 2 weeks out of the month for females that you're going to have a very high energy drive. So 2 weeks out of the month, a woman is going to be, boom, 100%. And these are the kind of things when you see a woman start a project over the weekend and it gets done in 48 hours, like building a fence in the backyard or putting in a whole new garden. It's going to get done in a day to 2 days because they don't have time to waste. When females have that kind of an energy, they're all in. And they don't waste time. They can work 12 hours, 14, 15, 18 hours straight through a project. But that's not consistent. That is a period of time in the month. It is not consistent. So you have to honor yourself as a woman in these cycles. Um, and just know that if you work with the moon and you rest when you're waning, and you're resting and you're eating well and you're nourishing yourself mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, then you're going to be all go when you need to go. But, financially, that is a very important message for women, because there's going to be periods, and it's just the natural flow for you, that you're going to be generating a lot of money. And unfortunately, there's going to be a period where you're not, and that's monthly. And you're going to notice these waves. You're like, okay, all of a sudden I don't have the drive that I once had to make all this money. Now I'm wanting to rest more. I want days off. I'm sleeping in. I don't have the drive. And then you're going to see, 2 weeks, I have the drive. I want to pull in a bunch of money. The good news is you can do a month's worth of work in 2 weeks as a woman. You have that power and that ability. So don't come down on yourself at all, because when you are powered up, you are super powered up. Okay? So honor that cycle. If you're a woman, if you're a man in a feminine energy, it's going to affect you differently with your money. It may affect you in cycles as well. But your intuition is more on point when you're a man in a feminine energy. So you're just going to trust your intuition on when to make money and when not to. And your intuition is going to be at its fullest during a full moon. So you're going to feel a little bit confused or a little bit worried during the dark moon. And that's okay. So anyways, work with the powers of the moon. Let me see. I have a journal I wanted to share with you guys that you might want to get. Let me grab it. Sorry, I didn't know I was going to bring this up, or I would have had it ready for the video. Oh, and I see the moon out of my window. And the moon looks so pretty. Hi, moon. Oh. Hello, moon. Oh, the moon is so pretty. Oh, let me see if I can find my... Here it is. Hello, moon. Oh, the moon is just smiling over here at me. Just so happy. Okay, let me get you the journal I have. Excuse the coffee mess. I don't know what's on there. Whatever. This is called The Moon and You. It's a guide to finding energy and balance and helping with the power of the moon. It's written by Attn, the author of Moon Spells. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. It says, you are likely familiar with the power of the moon that it has over the earth, from tidal patterns to illuminating the night sky. And just as the moon affects our planet, so too can it guide, heal, and restore us. From the presence of the new moon, inspiring fresh intentions, to the emotional cleansing of the waning moon, let the energizing and healing power of the moon inform your wellness routine in The Moon and You. Discover how you use the moon's energy to better yourself through a variety of rituals, exercises, and even meditations, with insight into the phases of the moon and how they're going to affect your mental, physical, and emotional well-being, as well as advice and suggestions for creating a self-care routine that aligns with each phase of the moon. This complete guide is all you need to fully embrace the moon's powerful healing energy. Each phase of the moon brings with it a different healing energy. Learn to harness its power with the moon and you. So Diane Alquist is an author and speaker and third-generation intuitive who has her gifts of counseling for more than 25 years and has been featured on Elite Daily, Latina.com, LunaLunaMagazine.com, iHeartRadio, and SpiritualityHealth.com. She is also the author of Moon Spells and Moon Magic. So I got this one at Barnes & Nobles. I wish I could. Anyways, you guys can get it wherever you want. Okay? Exo, Steph, what state are you from? I'm from Colorado. I'm still up in Colorado too. Okay. But you know what? You could probably find this on Amazon. I'm going to keep it 100%. It might be easier and cheaper for you on Amazon. But if you don't want to wait for the shipping, just go to Amazon, honey. Why not? I recommend that for the feminines. That's going to help you so much. Yeah. So you already know. Oh, and my kitty's here. Kitty. Oh, my little kitty. My fat boy. He's too big to be on screen, but I'll show you a little piece of him. He's gray. Once I get my camera adjusted downstairs, guys, you'll see him and me on camera so much more, you little fat. I love you. Go say hi to the moon. Go on. All right. He's Baby Star. He's also called Prince Charming. But that's my big boy. Okay. So we're going to get predictions right now for your money, for your financial situation. Let's see what's going on. You know, cats are such spiritual animals, animals of the moon, the night realm. You know, they're feminine power. So if you are a cat person, even if you're a man, just know that you are definitely in tune with your Venetian and feminine moon energy. Holy Spirit, please guide and direct me for the feminines with this tarot deck. Show me what predictions we have for prosperity and abundance and financial. Overall, underall energy is the Seven of Swords. And in this deck, it speaks a little bit differently than lies, deception, and thievery. Although that is all true, we have plans, hopes, the wish card, the highest minor arcana, whatever, in this deck, the wish card. We see some people out here. I don't know what this white thing is, but this guy has a stick and there's 3 people around what I feel is a fire. And so there's people gathered and there's 3 tents. So this is like a trip. It's a little unity, community kind of thing. He's sneaking away with 7 swords. Well, he's got 5 and there's 2 still in the ground, which is interesting to look at in this deck because he doesn't have all of them. And, oh, Sergio, that's so nice. Thank you. So I feel like he wants to take these other 2 with him, but he's trying to be very quiet. He can only carry what he can carry. So I do feel overall, underall, you need more than you have. You might have to get sneaky in your ways to get it. This could be sales. This could be writing a book that you hope would sell a lot of copies and you're trying to gussy it up. This could be some forms of exaggeration. It could also be just grasping at straws desperately in a desperate attempt to gain more. You may also be considering having a tent, selling things in a tent, something to do with a tent, pitching up a tent and selling things. I don't know. That could be a sign. Also, gathering together with a group of people, using somebody else's ideas to benefit you, not in a bad way where you're like stealing their idea, but saying, you know, can I use this idea? You might also be desperate to the fact where maybe you are stealing other people's ideas. I feel like something that's hurt you in the past is somebody might have stolen your identity. That may have affected you financially. Or somebody might have taken your ideas for their own, and they're benefiting on it. And in a nutshell, you feel like something's been taken from you and it's maybe been a little bit unfair. You've had something that was rightfully yours stolen or taken from you, right from under your nose. Wow, you guys have the wheel of the year. Honey, this is all about a calendar. This is literally time, a calendar, your chart, astrological, but also just in the calendar. Interesting that this is all about divine timing. Do you have the sign of Libra somewhere placed in a money house, which a house of gains or money related? This could be your second house, your 8th house, your 10th, and your 11th. Do you have Libra in one of these houses? There might be something coming up that's triggering some movement very soon in a predictive way. Also, guess what? You remember how I said it was about the calendar? You know, it just shocked me. What is the Chinese animal this year for the Chinese calendar? The dragon. And I just now thought of that, and there's the dragon. That is a huge symbol and a huge sign that there is something very big going to happen this year, the year of the dragon, for my divine feminine. We'll read those oracles in a little bit. Let's see what's going on with money predictions. So here we have the 5 of Swords, the same 5 of Swords he's carrying here. We have the 9 of Pentacles and Temperance. So money doesn't come to you easily. You have put a lot of work into getting the money that you do have already. This is blood, sweat, and tears. You've gotten into a lot of disagreements with people to maintain your money. There's always some level of Mars or conflict. And you're just like, why is it always a battle or a fight or a problem or a struggle to get gains? And the Temperance card here is just saying, well, yeah, we've had money restrictions, testing the waters. This is all Saturn. All right? Saturn. So there's Saturn that's affecting you also, perhaps in the zodiac sign of Libra, or Saturn in one of those houses that I talked about. If you're wondering why money hasn't blown up the way you've expected it to, it's been Saturn. But I think you're working on it, 9 of Pentacles. You're working on it. These are mantras, meditations, candle magic, donations, giving to others, self-love, self-care, manifestation, fighting for what's rightfully yours, being patient, praying, doing the work, learning your lessons. You've been very, very thorough, and this is really going to help you financially. We have the 4 of Swords, the Moon, again, coming in. And wow, we've just been really talking about the Moon tonight in regards to your finances, and the Magician. Your wand, your word is your wand. Money is what you call it into be. In your future, we do have deception twice. deception and delays, sickness or bed illness, and the Magician, element of surprise. Let's clarify this. Is this a good surprise or a bad surprise? Get ready, twinkle toes. Let's see what's happening for money. Money for the divine feminine, please. Use these cards to illustrate the prediction for financial prosperity. The Star. That's good news. I see the woman, number 29, waiting. All right, so we're going to wait. We have two choices. You're going to be led. You're going to have to trust your instincts. You are going to be led to a blessing. And you want to know what else is weird? Now I really have chills. Look at the zodiac signs here again. Like a calendar, like a sign. Same thing here with the wheel and here with the wheel. Look at all these are wheels. That is a very triple symbol of the Wheel of Fortune. And things are going to turn around. Things are going to change. The star is a blessing. It's a miracle. It's a gift. It's divine timing. And it's divine authority. I'm really going to need you to know that whatever you're seeing financially is not the results. You're going to have a very big surprise because you've been manifesting money. And money shall be yours. I don't see anything major. I don't see the Ten of Pentacles. I don't see the King and Queen of Pentacles. But we don't necessarily need to see that to get a grasp on your financial health. What we do need to look at is the timing. There is a sense of delay. Your financial situation over the next 30 days will be delayed. And you're going to have to figure it out in ways that are probably not your best, but you're going to figure it out. You're going to take care of that household. You're going to take a leap of faith. There's going to be good fortune that awaits on the other side, good friends, happiness, trusting the universe, trusting that what you see doesn't necessarily mean that is your future. Page of Pentacles. Believing, being a student of the universe and a student of astrological timing and fate. 6 of Hearts on the star card and 6 of Cups right here. This is a happy house, childhood memories, and reunion. This is a good sign. All right. So you're going to have a fresh, new, crisp grasp of your life. Things are going to be okay financially. You might be dependent on a mother or grandmother at this time with the moon. Pisces energy, Scorpio and Virgo may be a thing. Also tied to your astrological timing. We also mentioned Libra, and I also see Gemini here. So expect some fluctuations and some multiple different types of ways to get blessed financially with money. But let's go ahead and read your oracles now. I think we're ready to see what the universe wants to say. If I could find the book. I always go through this, don't I? Lovely. Here it is. All right, so the Moon Witch represents manifestation. You guys been doing a lot of that with the Magician. Good news. All right, this is your oracle presenting your financial prosperity prediction. A dark goddess dressed in an ebony robe with a horned headdress stands between a pair of fierce wolves, just like the moon. All right. Under a cloudy night sky, she summons glowing symbols that relate to the intense blue moon behind her. Manifestation takes time. It will not happen overnight. For you to achieve something, you will need to believe that it can happen, and there will be steps to believe that it can happen, and there will be a need for your faith. This card does not suggest that we simply conjure up things we wish like a fool in seconds. Rather, it encourages us to believe that they can be accomplished through hard work and determination and your faith and belief. If you've drawn this card, then you're being called to manifest your financial freedom. This is very important to you. The power of belief can turn your dream into a reality, but it will only do half the job. For example, if you would like to be published, visualizing your name on the spine of a book is a way of letting the universe know your intentions. That's just one of many ways to confirm that. However, your manuscript will not write itself. Let this card inspire you to actively bring your dreams into existence. So right now, for those feminines out there, you are conjuring your financial freedom. Independently from your masculine, this is independent 9 of Pentacles. You are pre-Empress. You are pre-10 of Pentacles. You are doing okay, but you're not there yet. There are delays. We're still working on it. Do not lose heart. Do not lose faith. Looks can be deceiving. We have a lot of deception cards. We have a lot of delay cards. And we have some, let's just go ahead and call it chaos cards. That's okay. Don't let chaos and deception scare you out of what you're manifesting. I want you and I to be a team. Stay focused. Stay true. Believe in this message. Believe in yourself. Keep believing it. Now, this Wheel of the Year, ironically this year, the Year of the Dragon. Let's see what it has to say. It's pretty much like the Wheel of Fortune, right? So the Wheel of the Year represents cycles. Again, more moon magic. A fearless green dragon mounts a wheel with her tail wrapped around it as its stone perimeter. It would appear that she's turning it. 8 spokes fan out from the central pentagram, and at the tip of each is a symbol representing the sabbats. And as the wheel turns, so does the year. Each of these 8 holidays is commemorated, beginning at Saman, the pumpkin, nature buds and sheds its leaves through Yule. I don't see that here, but it's here somewhere, probably right here. Yule, Imbolc, Ostara, right here, and Beltane, Lithia, Luxnath, and Mabon. So these are all these wonderful timings, right? We're all going through, and this is, again, speaking of the moon and pagan rituals. These are seasons, these are times that you can inspire your moon magic to work for you to create wealth. The Wheel of the Year is a card of cycles, and throughout the seasons, things sprout and grow, and then they wither and die. This is the fact of life, and we must allow it to flow. But if you've drawn this card, you are being reminded that life is all about change. There are often many changes in life that we are incapable of preventing. Not all of these will be life-altering, and while some will be feared, Others will be welcomed. This large dragon confirms that change is taking effect, and it reminds you sometimes the best course of action is to go with the flow. The wise person will recognize when participation is pointless and it's best to stand back and not react, while other times it's the time to jump in. Now is the time to yield and understand that the universe has a greater plan for your finances. And even though it's not what you expected, it will be a miracle. It's going to be brilliant. I think you're going to be blessed. I want to pull a card for you for finances. Let's use the Good Tarot. All right, Good Tarot. Give us another omen for what is to come for finances. Little Buddha, could you get a reading? Yes, at the end. We're almost ending the end here. You guys have 15 minutes to put in a question for a reading. It's $15. That's it. You can do it through Cash App or my website on the donation under services. You can go ahead and post your questions and I'll answer them. If you would like more than one, just go ahead and do 2. I like to do 2 because I can give you an oracle and a tarot. But if you want more than that, if you guys spend up to $100, I will give you bonus cards and you can have a full-fledged reading. Spirit God, please protect and guide as we seek your knowledge and your wisdom and your truth. Show me and the collective our fate for the financial prosperity and abundance that awaits us with this wheel of fortune. Oh, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you so much. If you would like a reading, it is $15 through Cash App or my website. Super chat doesn't let me keep any of that really. So if you could please donate that on the website or Cash App, I'd be happy to answer your questions. But I do consider all super chats, gifts, and exchange of energy and thank yous and deep connections and energetic exchanges. So thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate that. And may you be blessed tenfold, whatever you just blessed me with. Thank you. So bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of fire. When it comes to your finances, this is going to affect your household. Under that, we have another 9 of earth, which you've already gotten that. So this would be a 2-time card. All right, so there's a very good message in this 9 of earth. Okay, also, you got 8 of air. And you guys know you've gotten that earlier as well. So don't let your fears get the best of you. 4 of fire speaks of stability, creativity, but it also represents your home, your hearth, your stability, your groundedness. And I will say you have another 4 of wands here, which says happy home, possibly in a country setting. So I know financially your home has something to do with this prediction. So the other card that we came out with, drum roll, strength, which you've gotten twice today as well. So be strong, because I do feel like prosperity and abundance will be yours. I do sense delay. I do sense a little holding back. There may very well be a period where you're going to have to put in a lot of effort, a lot of work, and really kind of suffer a bit to get where you're going, but I think it's all going to pay off in the end for the best. The Strength card here says, I can go the distance. I know that everything occurs in divine and appropriate timing. I have courage as I manifest miracles. When I allow Spirit to work through me, I am strong enough to move mountains. Any obstacles that stand in my way financially, I will overcome. Be those obstacles inside or out. That's a great omen for your financial future. Let's see this Four of Fire. A new creative phase, pleasure, celebration, harmony, and harmony in relationships even seen. Dancers have patterns, singers have musicians. Dancers have partners, singers have musicians, helping them create sweet music. And I find others who are in sync with me and my desires. It's a time of celebrating friendship. It's a time that others are going to bring something into my life. A time of revelry and relishing in the pleasures of being in good company. Making magic together with others is the focus at this time. So there is some sense of collaboration to help you get through your financial situation. If you can just brainstorm who it is in your life that you could partner with, that's really going to help you. Knack, I got your Cash App. So I will be ready to do that for you. Just let me know who you are, NAC. Okay. So then we have the Nine of Earth. We're just going to read that because you've gotten it twice. Disciplined self-reliance. Oh, gosh. Okay. Disciplined self-reliance, reliable resources, restraint, and self-control. The final stone placed on the foundation. The final. So I think this is your final movement before you really gain in that stability. It says, I know I can rely on myself and Spirit. There are many tools at my disposal. I use my resources wisely, solidifying my foundation and my security in this material world. I am diligent and disciplined, focused on completing the work I began long ago. I stick to my program, trusting that the plan is unfolding before me exactly as Spirit intended. Look at that. I stick to my program, trusting that it's all unfolding before me. Again, everything to do with your money and your prosperity is all divine timing. So I just want you to know, if you're watching this today, you may be going through a difficult time, or you wouldn't have pulled the strength twice. So I know it's a struggle. I know it's a climb. It's very hard. It's very difficult. You are facing possible legal situations. You are facing things that are out of your control. You are facing things that you can't avoid, things that slip through your fingers, thieves, sneaks, deceptions, things that have made you trip and fall. That's not your fault. You're going to get back on your feet again. You're going to have your stability. Keep manifesting those miracles. Keep believing in the divine timing. It's all coming up to a head, if you will. These are the final movements before major prosperity comes in for you. And that is the blessing of the star. Major prosperity, major abundance, wish fulfillment with the star card, gains, nothing but positivity and good omens with the star card. All right. So you guys keep manifesting. All right, so that is your financial situation. Okay. We did your love, so please rewind if you want to see your love situation. And now I'm just going to pull an oracle and a few cards for you overall for just you as the divine feminine, a little message from spirit about your family, what's important to you, and, you know, just what spirit wants to say. Just to connect to your heart. Let's just go ahead and call this your 5D reading. Holy Spirit, guide and direct me with these cards. Show the divine feminine the truth about their life. Okay, so bottom of the deck, over here we have the Journey card in the reverse, which is interesting. I really don't know what to say about that right now, okay? But it's like the Fool, it's like the Page of Wands in reverse. Bottom of the deck over here, we have Conclusion. So that goes without saying, right? You're finally getting some closure to things in your life. And bottom of the deck over here, we have Queen of Wands. Guess what? We're going right back to the beginning of our reading where we started. I know that I'm connecting with a fire sign, divine feminine. Do not get stuck on your birthday. Just know that that could be sun, moon, rising, all right? And just take that for what it is. I think it is your rising more than anything, but I want you to go with what you feel. And if you resonate with the Queen of Wands, you know this is for you. All right. And as you know, she's determined, charismatic. She's attractive. She is a witch. She is a conjurer. She is magical. She is a healer. She's beautiful and charming. She gets what she wants. She is an entrepreneur. She's everything everybody wants to be. She is the light in the room, okay? So Spirit wants you to know that's what you are, male or female. The first card out, we get it again. 4 of Wands. Happy home, possible country setting. Spirit wants to take a moment to connect with you and say, my dear one, do not worry about where you rest your head. You are destined and meant to have a happy home. I will make sure, as your creator, your provider, that I'm going to be here to ensure that you have all your needs met and that your prayers and your wishes and your desires and your wants regarding a happy home, they will all be met. Your needs will be met at home. Have faith and trust. And whatever's coming up that may seem discouraging, scary, it's an illusion. It's not your reality. Your reality is your destiny is to have the happy home that you want. Take that to the bank. The next one here is a victim. Spirit does not want you to feel like a victim. Spirit wants you to be empowered. Look at that. The Emperor is down there. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You may have had things taken from you. You may have had things pushed down on you, but it's because you're a warrior. You are the one that's going to endure. The meek will inherit the earth. Remember that. And it's the children that will inherit the kingdom of heaven. So when you feel like you are gagged and bound, 8 of Swords, we're coming right back to that, like the beginning of your reading again. When you feel like the world is against you and you have no power, you have no authority, remember that he who is with you is right there, and the most powerful being in all of the universe and all of creation. And if he stands with you, who could be against you? Not even all the powers of the universe could change your destiny. You are destined for beauty, prosperity, and abundance, having a happy home, a big, beautiful home in a country setting, perhaps. You are meant to be good looking and charming and gorgeous and loved and wanted. That is your destiny. Do not ever feel stuck like you're all alone in the world and you are the victim. Spirit wants you to conclude that thought. Get conclusion on it. You are not the victim and you are not the one that is meant to be punished. Let's get out of that time, or let's get out of that way of thinking. No more victim mentality. And remember, everything that you see in front of you is a projection. You do have the authority and the power to create. That's why you're a Queen of Wands. And the Magician came up. You must use your magic. Your word is your wand. Your thought is the energy behind it. And your feelings create the vortex. You must have all three. And in line with those comes faith. That even though you may not see things in existence, it doesn't mean they're not there, and it doesn't mean they're not coming, and it doesn't mean that it won't happen. It is happening. We're just pushing through these walls, these matrix walls. Okay, the next card is renovation. So you're going to be like the phoenix, perhaps. You're going to be renovating your life. You are burning things down to the ground. That's okay. There's going to be things that you're going to have to close the door on. Old jobs, old careers, old people, old relationships, old time frames, old paradigms, just a bunch of stuff. And we're going to put closure on it, and we are going to renovate our lives. This is a very high metabolism as well. Spirit wants you to know that your metabolism is about to heat up. You're going to start burning fat, and you're going to start feeling better energetically. There's a fire in your soul, and it's being ignited. And if there's one thing that you can take from this reading as a divine feminine that's connecting to the video, you are a fire sign. You are the fire element. And first we destroy, and then new growth starts to come up. If you've ever heard a farmer talk about purpose burning, it's to nourish the ground and the soil, to give it minerals and vitamins and new life. And that once they've burned their crops, whatever was green and growing, to the ground, what comes up after that is so much more lush, vibrant, delicious, fuller, and more beautiful, much more green. It's like going from pale to vibrant. We must burn things down to become more vibrant. So if you've gotten pale and stale, and I don't mean that literally, figuratively though, expect your life to be vibrant and on fire again. Your life is going to be reborn, if you will. So that's what I see so far. Let's read it. Okay, the Journey card in reverse, not so sure. Let's read it. Bottom of the deck is the underlying overall energy. And it says, when it's coming up reversed, it means someone here feels stuck in an old, uncomfortable rut. The thought of change takes so much effort. It may even cause fear, and it may seem hopeless, like it's too much. Or the timing is off for travel. If you're planning a trip, I'm not surprised, Mercury retrograde. It's wise to listen to your bodies and make sure that you take extra steps to stay healthy, as adventure can stress sleep patterns and digestion. Money may be limiting factors for right now also. So you may be limited in your money right now. We did get that a few times. All right. So that's that. We're going to read renovation. Renovation says, burn away the old to make way for the new. Burning down the house is this card. The element is fire. The number is 1. The phase is an ending. Before planting a new crop, farmers burn their fields to clear weeds and residue, and they prepare for this beautiful new growth. Well, similarly, before we build our new life, we must destroy the old one. Whatever's been deteriorating, well, renovation is here. And it depends on clearing out the wreckage of what your life has been. Then we demolish it, we throw out the junk, we process this loss, we take account of what we still have, we do some dismantling and rearranging, and it can exhaust you, that's for sure. But unless we bring a playful humor to it, it will be miserable. So please try to keep a sense of humor with all of this. A forest fire, well, after a forest fire, it looks desolate and disappointing and ugly, and it's very stressful and painful to watch. And even as you look at the damage through the trees, you feel a sense of grief. But did you know that some trees depend on heat to open up their cones? A hardship, such as a failed business, an accident you didn't cause, or a painful divorce, feels like you got burned. 7 of Swords, right? You got burned. Yet once you come out on the other side, new seats open up for you that you needed in your dire circumstances. The bankrupt entrepreneur changes tactics and succeeds. The injured pedestrian discovers the rejuvenating powers of yoga. The single parent finds a more appropriate mate. Our values transform. We need to be free and clear to rebuild our lives in a new direction. We need to clean house inside and out. We need to change and adapt, renovating our livelihood, renovating our physical fitness, renovating our ability to love, renovating our homes, renovating our jobs. We need to renovate our joy and bring it back into life. Renovation is the first card in the fire. Before a new can be built, the old is destroyed. Cleaning up wreckage is dirty work, but that doesn't mean it can't be fun. The circle dance is the oldest form of dance, and it represents the stars in our spiral galaxy burning out there, a light in the dark. The sacred geometry applies to the scoring and cleansing motion you need to make renovations, going around and around, and it clears up the details and lets you revisit your priorities. Sorting into basic groups like save, give, sell. I'm sorry, I can't obviously read. I can't even read the word save. Somehow Mercury has told me it means save. Oh, I kill myself. Let me reread that, okay? So, sorting things in your home into basic groups like save, okay? Save, give, sell, and trash helps us dance quickly through the mess. See, who said it couldn't be funny? There you go. Now, every time you have to see the word save, you can remember me when I said save. Just like Dory and Finding Nemo said, escape. Escape and save. I mean, clearly I have the brain of a fish today. That's what's going on. Anyways, the planet Mars energizes your renovation, and it is a gift of determined action that leads to conquest over old wreckage. Anger overrules your potential to be lighthearted now. Rage and destruction equals important things. They can get ruined by waiting. We avoid accidents we're going to regret later. Direct the anger elsewhere or ask for help. Remember the circle dance. Circular motion dissipates anger and includes others. All right, it includes others and it gets rid of anger. All right, I think you guys are settled with your reading. I'm ready for your questions. If you want to know about your money, honey, if you want to know about your sweetheart, if you want to know about any of that and you want to consult the cards, right now's the time. $15. Go over there in Cash App or my website. The links are below. Just donate it. We'll get it done here and now. We don't have much more time on the clock left. So if you're watching this at a later time after I've gone live and you do have some questions, don't be afraid to donate and put it in the comments, your question. Because even if you're at a different time than me, if you're across the globe, whenever I get your message and I can do your reading, I will timestamp it with your name and you can watch that at your leisure, okay? So don't feel left out if you don't get a chance to see me live, okay? All right, so let's get in. This concludes the Divine Feminine video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd appreciate you. Thank you so much. Remember, like I always say, this is a journey, not a destination, so you just keep swimming, okay? All right, so let's get in. Knack, or should I, whoever you are in here, NAC, please post your question and let's do it. I see that you paid for 2, correct? Let me go back and check and just see if anyone else paid during my reading. I'll be right back. Okay, so we have Knack. What are D'Souza's actions towards you next? All right, so you paid for 1 card, so let's go ahead and find that deck that I want to pick. Let's go ahead and use Traditional Tarot for this one. It's a good action card. All right, so what is D'Souza's next actions towards you? MBB is Knack. Okay, thank you so much, MBB. Let's get your question answered here. Yeah, Eat Me, always be sure to check your moon, your rising, okay, and your sun. See if those resonate for you. And if you still resonate with the whole reading, perhaps you're just resonating in a fire energy right now. No, I hadn't moved on to personals till just now. Oh, Daweed? Do it matter the name is wrong? Oh, no, Daweed. Okay, I will do that one. Daweed. What is your person's actions? What is your person's actions? What is your person's actions? Wow. So this is good. King of Cups is good. Gentle, emotional, and shy. Coming forward with love. Justice here, a legal situation or document. Police finding out the truth in a matter. Affecting the balance. I think this is about speaking the truth of the heart. I think that your person's next move to you is going to be a speaking and a coming clean of what they really feel in their heart. There has been some holding back emotionally, not being honest about how they really feel. So I think this person is going to get honest about how they feel. This is a very good omen in regards to love and a deep connection. So I do feel like this person that you claim to care about here is going through something spiritually, but he's about to change. He's going to face his heart. He's going to look within and just deal with the truth that sits there, that resides there, that really wants to just give him peace, clarity, and balance. It's a new relationship. Well, then if it's a new one, it's still about coming out about how someone really feels. So the King of Cups is pretty well known for keeping feelings at bay, kind of controlling feelings, if you will. And Justice is about expressing them and getting honest. So getting to the truth of the matter. Now, your person may be dealing with some legalities of some sort, some technicalities, and maybe not so emotional. I do think this person is about to get emotional. So if you've been getting a little mixed signals where it feels a little bit cold, I think you're going to see this person open up. I do feel this person has more feelings for you than they're letting on, or maybe even admitting to themselves. But I do think we're about to get honest about how we really feel. And so that is what I see here for you. All right, and so that could answer your question for his next moves, which is to get honest with you and honest with himself about how he feels. Because the feelings are there, it's very strong, and this may even lead to love. So if this is new, I expect it to lead to love. All right? This is a very good omen for a relationship. You definitely want to get a King of Cups when you're asking questions about someone you are in a relationship with. This is one of the best cards you can get. All right. So does anybody else have questions? Eat me. I have a fire moon. Yay. I don't want to be so fat anymore, continue to lose muscle mass. Well, you just focus on it. You're going to start burning that energy. You're going to start seeing a turnaround. Eat me. Okay. MBB, you're so welcome. XO, how do I pay? I don't have Venmo. Oh, that's fine, honey. Let's do Cash App. If you don't have Cash App, you can go to my website. There's the link. So right there, just click on that. It's on jks1111.com. And under services and donations, it has right there the link for donations. Okay? Yeah. I want to dance, spin, or sign spin, and do 75 hard. Okay. Well, that's awesome. I love your determination to take care of your body. That is great. I think we're all getting into that kind of a mode. Hi, Jack Wolf, my beautiful. Look at you. Thank you so much for being in here. While we're waiting for the next person's questions, I'll pull a random. Let's just pull a random while I'm waiting here. Give you guys a few minutes. Bonus reading for the collective. Temperance. 10 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. We keep getting that, I'll tell you. 2 of Swords. It's only a decision away is what I'm hearing. It's only one decision away. As soon as you make up your mind and you decide what it is you want, the universe is going to get to work on it. They're just waiting. And I know right now you feel like you're at a pause because we really need to decide what it is we're going to manifest. Because money and love is completely in the cards for you. And that is a bonus. Marriage. Marriage is even in the cards for you. All right. So XO, you just sent 22. Okay, love. Let's get in. Thank you so much for that donation. And what is your question? Because $30 would be 2 questions. 22 is really just 1 question with a little tip. So thank you for that. Let's get in. What is your question, love? Yes, the 22s are in 2 days. And I forgot to advertise that to everybody. I haven't really mentioned it. I feel like everybody knows, but there's a lot of new people. So I got a couple thousand new subscribers. So welcome everybody that is new. For those of you that are new, I have a $22 Celtic Cross every month on the 22nd. And if you are not a subscriber to my website, if you're not a member, you could just pay $22 separately as a donation on my Cash App, which is in the description below, or a donation on my website. And you'll get a full Celtic Cross on the 22nd only. If you're a member, it's free. So I really recommend a lot of you guys to consider being a member for $33.33 a month. You get 3 free readings plus a free question. And for those of you that want to be the ultimate member, you get 4 free readings with lots of free questions and the 100 Club and free classes and a lot of free stuff. So consider being an ultimate member for $122 because you get the $22 Celtic Cross as well for free and included. All right. For all new members for the ultimate memberships, you guys are going to be able to get a deck of cards for free. That's the new promo. So if you're looking for a free deck of cards, please consider being an ultimate member. The only kick is you have to be a member for at least 2 months, okay? So 60-day members, if you're new, you will get your deck of cards. All right, so XO, let's go ahead and answer it. Does Cornelius have feelings for Fox? All right. Okay. Holy Spirit, does Cornelius have feelings for Fox? Please show me Cornelius's heart of heart. Heart of hearts. I do want to say for you, XO, I got a vision of a spirit. I don't think it's a human spirit. I also don't feel it's bad. But then again, I'm attracted to dark things, so who am I to say what's bad in your book? But I saw a large spirit creature, the round face, and a big teethy smile, but not in a scary, terrifying way. It felt very playful and childlike. So I don't know if you feel that there's a playful presence around you, or maybe it's around Cornelius, but I do feel this spirit is very interested in you diving into the spirit world, because I feel like the spirit's in hopes that you'll connect with it at one point. Because the spirit gives you signs and leaves things for you, like pennies or feathers, or plays with you by putting things in a place where you didn't put it, trying to get your attention. Sometimes you may feel like it's watching you, but it's not a terrible feeling, just like you're not alone. I don't know who the spirit is. It feels very much like a pet, but I don't know. All right, so let's see what's going on with Cornelius's feelings for you. Let's take a look. So we have, ironic, I said a pet or a creature, and we have a lion. We have the Strength card. So inner strength, confrontation with yourself or other people. And this is holding back. And then okay, it's a Leo. It's a lion. Maybe that's what I saw, a playful lion in the shadows. So we have 2 Leo cards confirming the sun, marriage, happiness, and bright prospects. I think Cornelius has more feelings for you than he's letting on. I do feel that he holds back. I feel he's in a confrontation with himself about how he feels for you. But I do feel that eventually, here very soon, probably this summer, he's going to come over to your side and make you happy and give you some good news. There's something else about being connected to the ancestors. I don't know if somebody here in his house or yours has photos or pictures on a wall of ancestors, but connecting to the ancestors is big for you guys. I feel like you guys have a deep soulful connection. And it may even be about your ancestors or a past life. But you guys have a deep connection, a soulful, spiritual connection. I do feel Cornelius is holding back. I do feel that eventually you guys are going to open up and you're going to get good news and you're going to be happy. I think that this summer he is going to open up about his feelings. I kind of get the feeling this is a friendship that blossoms into more. And didn't I say childlike? And look, there's a child with a son. Interesting. And another Leo card, Queen of Wands. Definitely a Leo. You guys might even have in your future a Leo baby, or Leo Venus could be a thing for you guys, or Leo Jupiter, perhaps Leo in the 7th house. But Leo's going to connect you with the divine timing, and this is ancestral. So I do feel that you guys have purposeful crossed paths, and you and Cornelius are going to get in touch. I definitely feel like you guys are meant for some kind of a soulful, deep connection. So I see that coming up. I see it prospering. I see it growing. I see that, the sun blesses all things. So I do feel that this union will be blessed at some point here in the future. And that's what I have for you, EXO. Thank you so much for your question, donation. Hi, Terry. Is there anybody else watching that has a question that wants to ask me something? You're welcome to ask. Cash App or my website. Bye, Sergio, Erica. Good night, my love. Yes, very strong energies tonight. I told him how I felt. Ooh, right now he said he only sees me as a friend. Thank you for the reading. Oh, well, I do think friendships can blossom into more. Again, I think he's holding back. But I think it's going to grow with the sun. Every good relationship needs to have a good, strong friendship base. That's what I believe. Fully. All right. You're welcome, Doja Cell. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. I have to work more on my emails tonight for my personals. Ellen, you're one of them. I'm still resetting it. I might unfortunately have to lose some videos to erase and re-upload my email. The tech person that I spoke to said that could be a possibility if something is stuck and pending, and if I take it out, it may erase that data. So I don't know. I hope not. But I'm going to take a whirl, and if I have to redo something, that's okay. Mercury retrograde sometimes makes people redo things, and I'm open to it. At this point, I'm just willing to work with Mercury and do whatever he wants me to do at this point. Emi, and I put my email in there because of the magic circle. You never got the video links of the magic circle? Girl, I know you got it because Markers was CC'd on all of the invites of the magic circle, and I had the whole list of people. And I know you were one of them because you've always been. But you know what? For some reason, that's crazy that you didn't get them. I know you got them. But we will redo it because we're going to do a magic circle again this year. So don't worry. By the way, I do magic circles. I try to do it every Halloween. Last Halloween, I didn't. Doja Cell, yeah, the website is hurting, guys. Like, it needs serious work. I'm really not super happy with it, and I don't know who to go to fix it, and there's no way in hell that I can do it myself. I'm just not techie like that. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but it needs it needs to be updated seriously. So if you guys have any suggestions on how to do that, I'd be open to it. Financially, I can't pay someone serious money right now to do it. I have a lot going on. Taxes are due. There's a lot going on, but I am open to see what's going on. But if you have any suggestions, let me know. EXO, oh, I love you, girl. Thank you. And Ellen, thank you so much as well. Doja, thank you too, honey. Always looking out for me. And Jamie, you have a question. Okay. Did you do the website or Cash App? EXO, my uncle might be able to do something. Oh, thank you. I am very cautious on who I give my logins and my info to, you know. It's just so you know, because that's my whole business there. Yep, if there's anybody else that has questions, this is the last call. What do they call it at the bar? I don't know what they call it at the bar, like last call for alcohol. Last call for alcohol. This is the last call for your questions. Oh, and it was at 122. 122 minutes. All right. I want to learn, do you use WordPress? No, I haven't used WordPress. But again, I'm not tech savvy, guys. He's a techie. Okay. Well, yeah, see if he has any suggestions on websites I can use. All right, well, I mean, if there's no questions, then I'm going to go ahead and go, guys. Keep in mind, if you want to, pay that way and ask me later, you can. If you're still uploading Cash App or you don't want to use the website or whatever, we can do this again tomorrow. So tomorrow I will be taking questions as well. Please consider being a member. That's going to save you a lot of money in the long run. I know it seems like more upfront, but once you go through the month receiving all your readings, it pays for itself 10 times over, and you're going to be really grateful. It's one of those memberships that you're happy you're paying for because it just helps you so much. So consider that, okay? I love you guys, and you have a great night. And sleep with your angels. Remember, like I always say, this is a journey, not a destination. So you guys just keep swimming. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you all. Don't forget, new subscribers, I do free readings on Saturdays. I give away 6 free readings every Saturday. Please be there. Hit the bell icon so you can meet up with me. I'm waiting for some new faces. I just go through the chat comments in my live, and then I spit out the names I'm going to give free readings to. So if you're new, please be there on Saturday if you're looking for a free reading. And if not, I do $15 questions almost daily. And I call that my lightning round. And on the 22nd, I do Celtic Crosses for $22. It's a very big savings once a month. So you can also be a part of that if you're new. Okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.